It is always a pleasure to come back to the shop, the Duke the Barber series all day long. The Boss podcast, that is, you know what it is. We everywhere. All day long, sleeves in the building, the hustler. We got my man Stoff in the building over there, the Stizzer, aka Brother Byron. You know how we play. Sky Ring, the good brother Ty all day long. BJ in the back. And by request, this is the first ever on the podcast sitting in with the Boss. And I'm not going to do the pleasantries. I'm gonna let her introduce herself. Go ahead, please.
What's up, beautiful people? It's your baby mama, favorite baby mama, Stormy P from the Chocolate Chip and Sip podcast. Hey y'all, what's up?
What's up? You know what I'm saying? By request, ladies, we've been hearing y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to have a lady in there sitting in there with y'all with all that shit y'all talking y'all going on. We do now. What's up, though? You know what I'm saying? Looking quite lovely in that crop top, too.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying?
You
know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking quite lovely. You can cop up, but that's later. You know what I'm saying? Okay. As always. But, you know, let them know a little bit about Stormy P and everything.
Yeah. Stormy P from Chocolate Chip and Sip podcast. We've been doing it for 2 years. I'm also an actress, model. Basically, just trying to get that money. That's it.
Yes. Entertainer.
Yeah.
Looking very lovely doing it. And yeah.
Thank you.
We're here now.
I'm so happy to be here, y'all.
It's been a long time coming.
I've been trying to be here for a minute, so I'm happy.
Things finally came together.
Exactly, man.
Is there anything we might have seen you in? Any movies, TV shows, plays?
A bunch of plays. Who's Sleeping in My Bed? I host the Philly. No. I hosted the Philly Hip Hop Awards like 4 times. I've been in a bunch of music videos.
Absolutely.
And I actually was in a drill video.
Oh, word? Oh,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
You didn't even know that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's dope. Yes, indeed. So we're honored to have you here. You know what I'm saying? And and on that too, let's cut the pleasantries. You talk that shit.
I do. I sure do.
And it's appreciated because you're in the building of the shit talkers.
And
so you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So it's a pleasure. And before we go any further, if I may say so, we're just going to take a moment out right now for the Boss real quick. It's a pleasant week this week because we got some grandiose news earlier this week. If you heard about a lovely picnic that comes around every year, the Roots Picnic, I think it's 2022. Yeah, the Boss podcast, that is.
Woo.
Come out and check out the crew.
Woo.
We everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to do what the fuck we got to do out there. And with that, what's good, Stizzer?
It's Valentine's Day. Again, right?
Amazing
how it shows up every year.
Bring back action.
And this is our 3rd year. This is the 3rd episode, you know? We were in the car one year talking about divorce. We were in the, you remember that? Yeah. Serving up that dick.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That divorce, absolutely.
And we came back to the shop last year. I forget exactly what the topic was last year.
It went a couple different places, but it was all right.
And now we're here, back again.
You go to bed angry.
Blessed us again. and P has blessed us as well. So it's the 3rd year. We're talking about Valentine's Day. So first off, how was everybody's Valentine's Day?
We gotta be ladies first, like
Ladies first, absolutely. Let's start with the queen. Let's start with,
We know you had a great Valentine's Day.
Don't catch all that.
Let us know.
we don't know that. You don't know that at all.
I'm sorry, I'm making assumptions.
Well, I would like to say, do you want the truth or do you want to lie?
We want the truth.
And a lie.
Tell us both.
Okay, so
And we'll choose which one we like the most.
Okay.
We'll decipher. Start with the truth, though.
I think we should start with the lie.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, handle it.
Lie to you.
I had a great Valentine's Day. I went to a very romantic restaurant. I was gifted a nice tennis bracelet.
Oh, wow.
And, I ended up finding a sugar daddy who didn't want no sugar. So it was great.
Thank you.
To the winners.
Thank you.
That's how we doing in 2022, man. Win.
I don't know they make sugar daddies.
Oh, man, they ain't never stopped. The factory ain't never stopped producing sugar.
Yeah, so And the truth would be, I made dinner, jerked off, and went to sleep.
Man. We can find another day.
Yeah.
Exactly. Salute, that's all. You know what I'm saying? That's what we call a grown night. You know
Boom.
what I'm saying? And that's all. It's Tuesday.
That's honest as shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I made an egg sandwich, beat off. It's done.
That was it. That was
Good,
it.
man.
That
Every
was
guy
it.
gets the blood flowing.
Yeah. How was your Valentine's Day?
Woo. Well, all right. Hey, shit.
Go ahead.
No real Valentine's Day, you know what I'm saying? Third year in the Rizzo, you know how I go. I don't really fuck with it that much, and I guess since I give off that vibe, that's the vibe I get back. But on the low, you know what I'm saying? I did come across some little chocolates and a little teddy bear that was gifted to me like the day later. So you know what I'm saying? It ain't come on V-Day, but it came out there. So you know, it's cool. Whatever. I'm over it. Get it out of here. I show love daily. Fuck that. Anyway, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
So with you, Mary, man? You know what I'm saying?
My Valentine's Day was, well, I'm married, so my Valentine's Day, they're pretty, you know what I'm saying? I do Valentine's Day, you know what I'm saying?
We want to hear.
Are you one of those every day of the year Valentine's Day guys?
And do you say it in that voice?
I'm just.
I do, yes, that is me. Every day I get up, I look in the mirror, you brushing out my beard, every day is Valentine's. But, you know, so I got a wife, so we got to do Valentine's Day.
He said we gotta do it.
Yeah, it's going down. You know, it's happening. It's
No
going
lies
down,
told.
right? So I got a wife and I got a daughter. So I got a mama. So I got to get my mom flowers. I got to get my wife flowers. I get my daughter some flowers. You know what I mean? In a sidebar. So I think my wife kind of felt a little funny that I didn't get my son anything, and I was like,
Your son of how old? Just for the
he's
record.
12.
That's
So I was like, no, I got him a card to give to her.
Yeah.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? I made sure he saw me give
Exactly.
my daughter some flowers and his mama some flowers.
Exactly.
You don't feel left out. Like, man, he's 12.
Exactly.
He'll be all right.
Because I don't think that you should set the expectation that he should be
That's what
receiving
it
something.
is.
Receiving something.
That's what I was trying to
Exactly.
explain to her.
No,
but
you want
she
it.
was just in mom mode, like, oh yeah, my boy feeling left out.
No, he's not.
I was like,
No participation awards for
You
Valentine's.
get him something for Valentine's Day.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
Ain't that bad. I'm not mad at that.
It is-
So
exactly.
she did. She gave him some. She gave him some socks. So like, damn, like,
What?
oh, damn.
That's something to get daily.
Well, he got socks in the car and this, that, and the other, right? But I'm thinking like, man, she's getting ready for manhood because as guys, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like, you want
It
Christmas
was very, yeah, probably early.
You know what I mean? It started
Yeah,
early.
draws and nut ass ties. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but can I say something?
Please.
What do y'all want for Valentine's Day? What do y'all want for Christmas?
Dick sucks.
And this is why y'all get fucking socks.
No, it can't be dick sucks. It shouldn't be
Yeah,
something that you can get any other day of the year. And that's how women get over on.
Exactly.
That's corny.
Damn, you ration Joe.
You see, you the problem. You the problem right
Get the
there.
fuck out of here with that ration
You
shit.
put that out there like that's
Nah.
acceptable.
That ain't even on the
Show
menu.
everybody why you're on the camera, Tyler.
That's why you're behind the camera, Tyler.
Damn it, man.
But I mean, I guess what you would want for Valentine's Day would vary from person to person. You know what I mean? So for me, I don't really.
I'd like a nice cologne gift set.
It's with that hot karate.
No, yeah, to your point, like I don't ever want anything. Like it doesn't feel like
Yeah, it's
my
not.
time to receive.
It's not
Like,
something
it should
for
be
me. I
just, you know, every now and then you got to give. Like that's the price of a
It don't
relationship.
don't really feel manly.
Nah,
But that's why we give y'all socks.
We don't want them fucking socks.
Everybody
Keep
needs
them
socks, B.
I mean, socks ain't. They don't
I'm
need
not
to be.
mad at socks.
I got to give socks.
I'm not mad at socks, but if you done got me socks, like
Okay, look, we not gonna knock socks,
That's
right?
cool.
If it's
All
some
right, go
fly
ahead.
socks, it's like some dope socks, you know what I mean? Like,
Or extremely comfortable.
if your wife really knows you and knows that maybe you like a sock dude and you really into socks or a certain brand of socks and she gift you some ill socks, that's cool. Yo, if your wife knows that you Elise's sleeves and she come through and bless you with the ill Elise's sock set, you're not gonna front. You gonna be like, oh yeah, this shit kind of dope.
Did he just get like some?
Or bless you with the ill Elise's socks, drawers, and undershirts.
Yeah.
You gonna rock with that, you know what I mean? Because that's your thing. So if she knows
Side
you,
eye
then exactly. If she knows you, knows what you're into, then she could bless
Did
you.
your
with
boy
some
just get
words.
plain white socks? Is that what we're?
Nah, they say like gamer or something.
Okay.
That's cute.
You withdraw that. I'm thinking you be like, she got on 2 for 12 plain ass white socks.
Exactly.
Ankle. Let's call the shit outside.
Exactly.
The cheap Jones from Modell's and give you all ballies.
I heard some thought into that, so
They just
yeah.
beat up, they nap up
Bing
real
bong,
bad.
man, yeah.
But no, so all right, Valentine's Day, what did I do, right? Sorry, just went mad left.
Sidebar,
That happens. Bring it on back.
So we got up, went to breakfast at Sabrina's, and then which was pretty good. You know, everything was like huge. Pancakes, huge.
Was it crowded?
Huge. So I was like, yo, we gonna go like 9 o'clock on Monday. Ain't nobody gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? It's a Monday.
Everybody's whistling the same shit.
Exactly. Yeah, right. So
Niggas at work.
Yeah, niggas is work. Right? People work. It's Monday. You know what I'm saying? They did Valentine's Day over the weekend. Well, we got there and we got a table right away. But 10 minutes later, that joint filled up. So I was like, damn, I'm glad he got here.
Rush.
He did. Yeah.
Already got my order in.
Yeah, but the food was good. I'm seeing huge portions, huge servings, you know, did that. Came back home, exchanged gifts. And, you know, I got a record player that I wanted.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now that's a hell of a Valentine's Day gift. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
See, but the point was, and, you know, kudos to my wife. If you know your partner, then you can bless them with something that they might really like. Like, everybody might not want a Bluetooth record player because, you know, who got records? I got records, so I'm a record player.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm
know what
with you
saying?
on that. So
I
I
was
feel
like,
you
yo, let me
on
get a
that.
record player. She hooked it up, and the dope thing was, we both was on the same type time because I got her gift mad in advance too, mad early. So I came home to the crib. This is like, I don't know, January. This is a big ass box from Kohl's. I'm like, well, what's in the box? And she's like, that's your Valentine's Day gift. I'm like, oh, well, can I open it? She's like, no, you gotta wait till Valentine's Day. So I'm like, all right, cool. So we just slid that joint over to the side of the room. And then, you know, Valentine's Day came around, I cut that joint open. I was like, oh, shit, it's a big ass.
It's the high pitched voice for me.
that's
I
what
love
you
it.
know.
I love it. That's how you know it's appreciated. Once you go up 3 octaves, that's how you know he like it.
So he loves that shit. Yes.
I know, I'm an octave raiser. I know sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
We might be working on a third tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, so it was cool. We did that, got the joints, and I gave her some earrings, gave her some dope earrings. She said, I gotta mention, I got her some black pearl earrings. Quadruple leg. For those.
Talk about it. You know what I'm saying? All day. You know the only way. Talk about it.
Saying black pearls for my black pearl. You know? Not a necklace, it was studs. I'm not gonna
It was lovely though.
But it was nice. You know what I'm saying? It was nice. You be happy with some pearl studs. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Who wouldn't? I would if I was getting some pearl stud earrings. You know what I'm saying? But we did that, and then we just chilled out for the rest of the day, you know what I mean? But then we had to go pick the kids up from school and then get back to being mom and dad.
But you had that time.
I had that time. But that was you, Miss P, Stormy P, Miss P,
Storm is cool. Stormy.
Stormy, me, this man. You know, he was.
Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Sky Live over here.
He went another country or something.
You know what I'm saying? You know what
I mean, he said,
He built it up.
I ain't gonna lie, he said like you was on the back. So now we need
They
to
was
know
taking pictures on
what.
top of a volcano or some shit.
Ooh.
No.
Oh.
That's not what he said. It just so happens I'm fortunate to have a girlfriend whose birthday is Valentine's Day.
Combo, so he had
And
to
she
really
was the
do
one
it
too.
up.
Yeah.
Had to do it
Bang,
up.
boom.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
we, you know, nothing major because of it being such a commercialized holiday. She's pretty chill. Like, she doesn't really want a lot, you know, attention and things like that. Obviously, you try to provide. But we're in Atlantic City. You know, I get comped at the Hard Rock because I have a gambling problem. And, yeah, I was expecting it to be crowded, but there wasn't a line to check in. Like, the casino was empty. So that was dope. For some reason, she doesn't really feel like she does a good job picking out sneakers. She's more of a boot shoes person, so I got a couple pair of kicks. She got a dope red podcast bull sweatsuit that she was rocking. I got pictures of
That's the best kind of sweatsuit you can get. You know what I'm saying?
Authentic.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
red and black,
You know what I
LOD
mean?
edition.
Carter edition. You know.
Gave her some gambling money, things like that, and
You hear Big Daddy?
Order shoes, I order sweatsuits.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about nothing.
You know what I'm
just
saying?
naming what happened, and then
Nothing.
got me
You
with
with
me
Sky.
candy,
You with me,
like
baby.
You see his hat? You
know-
saw his car? You know what I'm saying? You already know.
You know I'm a
At
wrestling
least he got
nut.
that
She
shit
got me
from
like
you.
Sorry.
little macho man kind of
Oh,
decal
yeah.
put on the wall. So that was cool. But yeah, we just kind of gambled, chilled, got room service because we were too drunk to go anywhere after that. You know.
This sounds like a great time. You know what I'm saying? Great time.
That is a difference
Yeah,
from
and
seeing
then
him.
didn't lose, you know what I mean? Didn't come back and
You know what I mean?
It was cool to spend Hard Rock money on the room service and not give a shit. So that was dope. So,
Sound like you got your good lunch on with you.
Salute to another winner.
Ain't no Salutations, man.
And so we broke up after that. I'm just playing. No, we had, there was too much joy in it. But, no, we had a great time, and yeah, everything's great, man. So that was cool.
Man. All right, Barbara, what's up? What you do?
Oh man, I was bad. I
feel like you had a similar story last year.
I told you last time, man. I'm not romantic at all. And, you know, we appreciated each other. We looked each other deep in our eyes.
And said goodnight.
And
Locked eyes for a good 10 seconds.
and
and we
like,
just-
you good? And I'm like, I'm good. She's like, you feel in the bed? And I'm like, yeah, but for sleeping. She's like, you read my motherfucking mind.
And that's love.
You know what I'm saying? Salute to that.
No
man.
price on
You know what I'm saying? Not at all.
Put on that.
And that's
You know what I'm saying? What's that, 14 now?
14 going
14, 14,
Oh,
going on
that's
15. Every year we gonna salute to that, man. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Like
man.
chicken wings later.
See it, man. You know that's right.
So,
Wait, no, this guy. This guy.
he only wanted was dick sucks. It don't really matter.
You know what I'm saying?
Was it successful?
Were you successful, man? Are you successful in your V-Day?
We ain't gonna talk about.
Oh, wow. We ain't gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
I can't remember.
Oh, don't catch Phil's now.
Yeah, you took that personally.
You're gonna be packing up your stuff done.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate me.
Nah, man, you know, like, you cut that out. You know what I'm saying? That's cool.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
She's my friend.
That's why she's here. That's why she's here.
She's my friend.
So what you
I'm
got?
Sleeve's friend too.
Yes.
I want to circle back. We was talking about things men want for Valentine's Day, right? Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, and B mentioned again that he's not a big romantic. Are you a romantic? Are you into romance? I know a lot of women like romance or even need romance. Is that a need for you?
Oh yeah, I'm fucked up in the head. Yeah, I'm fucked up in the head real bad. Like, I think that especially women my age period, we were all like engulfed in this world of Disney with this knight in shining armor and a guy who's willing to pretend to be a prince to get you. Like, I am a super, super romantic person. I love everything about it. I want to feel all the feels and all of that good stuff.
How much romance do you need, like realistically? Are you the kind of person who needs flowers every week, cards all the time, little sweet notes? Somebody gotta write something on the mirror for you, leave little post-its all around the house, or
Realistic shit.
In this day and age, a lot of women now in this day and age are satisfied with text messages. As long as you
Fucking
text them.
cleaning that mirror after you smeared some shit up.
It don't matter. You're missing the romance is the point.
Right.
Go ahead. You know what I mean? You clean it up. You pay the price for romance. You know what I'm saying? If she happy, if she think it's romantic, then,
Listen, you know what I'm saying?
I see.
You from the shoe-wop era, man. I love you, man. I'm saying doo-wop. Go ahead, man.
I think that for most women, the more romantic you are, the stronger her throat get. So to me, it depends on, for me, it depends on you and your treatment. It's like a reciprocity thing. Like, what do you want this interaction to be? But I would prefer all the roses, all the flowers, all the candy.
So what's the?
But when you want it on some real shit, though, like, not that, like, where it seemed like you expecting it.
Wait, I'm sorry. What the fuck were you about to have? You about to ask what the minimum was? Like, if we gonna say like level 2 throat, I'm not asking for 10. What do I need to for like one flower, like
How often
candy?
can we shower together? Does that count? Like, what is it?
I'm trying to get him out. You know what I'm saying? I heard him going in. I was like, all right.
That's a legit question though. Like she's saying, like, you know, she'll match what you put out, right?
Yeah.
But feel me.
I got you.
See where I'm going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of men aren't naturally romantic. So we might have to put forth more effort to be romantic. So my question is, because if she trying to match a motherfucker who ain't romantic, then he ain't gonna get no throat. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that like, yo, like what might be the minimum requirement? the minimum romance level you need to feel happy in a relationship?
I think everybody's love language is different.
Absolutely.
What's yours?
But
What's yours?
For me, I like to know that I'm on your mind, and I like to know that I'm appreciated. So like, for example, I love whales. So like if randomly one day you come home with like a $2 stuffed whale from the dollar store, that's gonna make my fucking day.
Right.
You gonna get it sucked from the back. Just because I love it.
If you
You know what I mean? If you into that. If you into that. But it's like little things that
Milk.com.
it don't have to
Go ahead.
it don't have to be nothing extravagant. But
Shouldn't laugh at that, but go ahead. Go ahead.
it's really the thought that counts.
Absolutely. Sky, you put your head up, baby. Yeah. That's all you
But
got.
it's safe to say if you have a man that isn't romantic, that's a deal breaker.
But I'm also vocal. So if I feel like you're not doing enough for me, I don't have a problem like pulling you to the side while we booed up. Like, hey babe, you know, I think it's going great, but I would appreciate if maybe you just did a little bit of this or a little bit of that or a little bit less of this and more of that. Communication is key 1000%, and I don't mind vocalizing what I want.
At all. So, in order to get to that, whatever you call relationship, significant other phase, you would need to have at least seen examples of romance to even get to that point. Like, I guess to piggyback on Stops, like an unromantic man wouldn't be able to get to that point to us having to get this feedback like you would have gotten
Probably
to
wouldn't
that
even wrapped
point
in
way
about that.
before. But I mean, would you even feel like, do you even feel like you should have to give that feedback in the opening stages? This is a multi-layered question. I'm sorry, I'm thinking as I'm talking, but like, yeah, so how's that work?
It depends.
And go.
It depends how much you like the guy.
Okay.
Because if you like the guy and you want him to like potentially go to the next stage, you're probably like, hey, you know what I like? I like when people do such and such and
Yeah,
such.
okay.
Now, if you don't have the intelligence to take that as a sign to do it in the near future, that's on you. But you definitely have to leave like little breadcrumbs so that you know.
Factual.
You watching a movie like, oh my God, wouldn't it be so nice if like you did that for me? Or like something like that. Like just little stuff like that. Nobody wants to be told what to do.
Right.
Just leave like little hints.
Now, we've all taken L's, right? Everybody plays a fool at some point. You ever been like a sucker for romance? Like, you ever been with a dude that is, you know, he might not be romantic, but he knows that romance gets him what he wants. So he's good in the romance department, but failing in all the other departments. But you stick with him or continue to date him or entertain him because he is extra romantic. I know you got something to say about that, but I'm gonna let her answer, and then we're gonna go to you.
No.
No?
No.
So yeah, so that don't work. So, but there are some women who do fall victim to that.
And it's so sad. It's women who put up with things that they don't deserve or aren't getting enough attention or even aren't being satisfied in the bedroom. But because of how romantic that person is, or sometimes even because of how much they love them, they'll tolerate it and won't say nothing and just be miserable.
And miserable.
And that's the angry one in the group chat.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Steve. You have something on this.
Because we cut you off twice, so go ahead.
No, it's the fact that you kept harping on this word romantic. Like,
It's Valentine's Day, come on.
yeah, listen,
He
man.
went up the pitch. Nope.
Listen, man. We speak for the other side. You all, it's Valentine's. No. Ladies need some dick. You know what I'm saying? And they need to be piped down properly. And if you piping it down properly, they don't give a fuck about all that extra flowers.
Is that true?
Dante,
Nah, he said you turned your face up.
all right, that's cool.
Said
Give
you
me the
turned your
balance
face
on
up.
it.
You disagree.
You know what I'm saying? Because I done seen it other ways.
But
So,
you know
yeah.
what? I think I'm a little bit biased because I've never been dickmatized. So I don't know what that's like. Like I've never encountered someone who's like,
You know what I'm saying?
oh, this is so good. I'm willing to put up with just nothing. I'm willing to put up with the bare minimum. I'm willing to put up with a text every other day. And
Not
that's
very random, it's just hard piping. He's
just hard pipe.
That's
Yeah,
it.
it's the hard piping. But then other than that, it's the bare minimum. It's nothing else.
And some
Hard
food.
piping is some food.
Yeah.
Damn, I swear I was thinking dick and Taylor Swift. I swear I was. That's amazing you said little man.
That ain't enough for me. No,
You know what I'm saying?
no. It's gross.
Fair enough.
So what I was
Said that.
about to ask, like, if you
Now when he brings the little maid,
Shrimp lo mein,
It's at least gotta be house
veggie,
special. Don't give a motherfucker no pork.
some
Like,
egg bouillon. What do you like?
Anyway, if you could have a peek into a female perspective, why would you say you think women settle for being miserable in these relationships? Like, take family out of the equation. Obviously, that's going to be number one. Like, the single woman dating the single man that just constantly harps and bitches to you, you know, for months going on years, that they're in this thing, they wish they could get out, blah, blah, blah. What would you say the reasoning for that would be?
I know you guys are like in relationships and married, but for those of us who are out here maneuvering in the dating pool,
In these streets.
That's not enough.
In these streets.
the dating pool has panicked. So if you find someone who's at least giving the bare minimum or who is at least giving you good pipe, I'll put up with some bullshit because it's trash out here, honestly. So that's kind of just what it is. I think that's what it is. All I'm saying is, I know y'all saw Miguel and his wife, you know, separated for like 6 months, and then they circled right back around.
Exactly.
It's trash out here. I promise you. Like, if you are having problems in your relationship, go to therapy and work it out because it is trash out here.
Now, what you're saying, it's trash out here, right? So you have limited options. So, do you think, because I saw an article about Nick Cannon, right? Do you think that monogamy is healthy when you have limited options? Would it be healthier to maybe date around and not try to, you know, anchor yourself to one person until you're absolutely sure you want to maybe marry this person? If you're not married, consider yourself single, right? So if you're single, you can just date whomever and you don't have to really be in a committed relationship with anyone.
That's mingling, bro. Like, what are you talking about? That's dating and grown shit right now. But what are you saying?
But what I'm saying is like, all right, say you and Stormy P, y'all been dating or whatever for like a year, 2 years, something like that. But the whole time you don't make it serious. You don't make it monogamous, so to speak. You guys keep your options open because you know that a dating pool is so limited for people in your age out here right now. Do you think that's the right thing to do? Or should you really be trying to focus on you two locking it down and trying to make it work?
So it goes by a situation. So it's been that 2 years. We can come to each other after that 2 years and have a real organic talk about shit and see how we feel about it. And from that point on, we might like where we at with shit, or we might want to entertain seeing what's good with us. But that's a prime era after a year or two where you can come back and have a conversation.
Now, do you think you could really do that though in a real-time relationship?
Yes.
Help you date for 2 years, come together and say, hey, are you happy here? Well, I'm not saying I want to break up, but I want to start dating other people, and you two still be able to maintain like a serious type of relationship?
Wait, now I'm confused. Like, we just smashing and going on dates, or are we in a relationship?
No, y'all like in a relationship. You know what I mean? Like you. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Wait, so you saying we've been in a relationship for 2 years? Wait. So we've been in a relationship for 2 years, and we trying to figure out if we're gonna see other people?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Now I thought he's saying like we was friends, like we was just smashing on the type time, and it just was like she doing her and I'm doing me. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
like no, we still homies, but she just been doing her.
Is like married as fuck. Like, the married fantasies. I wonder if they could just stop fucking these bitches next. They gotta be able to do that, right? As long as they agree to it. Like,
Yeah, welcome you back.
I'm an ass.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna see if this shit flies.
Exactly.
no,
This is the time. This is the
I'm
time.
gonna test the waters.
Exactly. I'm gonna go to fuck
See, what I was saying
You
was,
understand?
in regards to the article, right? Like, you two could be dating for 2 years, but if you don't believe in monogamy, right? Y'all are in a relationship, but you also go outside and see other people.
But what you're saying
Is
is,
dating really a relationship?
Dating in a relationship is two different things.
That's two different things. You fuck that up with me
If
real
you're
quick.
in,
Like,
what do they call it? Like polyamory. If you're,
Okay.
do you see what I'm
you
saying?
should have presented that
Yeah.
possibly.
Like, y'all can still be in a
I
relationship.
think more
Y'all
than
have a
anything in
relationship.
that scenario, like
It's still a talk,
it's
bro.
going to be extra weird to start that at month 24. Like, you can't be in a
That's what
2-year
I'm s-
relationship
that
and
was it,
now all of a sudden, hey, I think we should see other people, but still see each other. Like, at least I can't speak for the masses.
No, real
If I'm
shit.
at that point,
The other way is
I'm not
different with
saying-
some friends, and it's been on that type time you living, and it's like, yo, you want to fuck around with each other? Hey, not know we've been fucking with each other on that type time, and 2 years later, you know what? You trying to smash some motherfucking people? You know what I'm saying?
That's the question I was posing out there. Like, now, if y'all come into it, You're dating each other for 2 years.
Nah.
Y'all aren't in monogamy. Y'all out there, you see other people, right? Or you could be the couple that has maybe some issues, but y'all try to work it out. 2 years go by, you go, you know what? Are you happy? I'm not happy. Then you say, well, you want to see other people?
It seemed like you asked him when y'all need to break up.
Yeah.
Well, after 2
It's
years.
like, it's setting up
No,
for
that's
fucking
what he
that.
said. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, if after 2 years y'all come together and you're like, I don't know if we're happy, do you think you could go out and see other people and still take each other seriously?
If we're going out to see other people, we ain't taking each other seriously.
Absolutely.
We
That
are
shit don't
done.
lie-
We
that
are
shit
not
don't lie.
happy. We just having a safety blanket in case neither one of us.
And that could be, yeah. And that's the test the waters phase when we going out here to see if we got our shit back and testing all that. And then if not, that's when we want to be like, oh, I miss my bitch. And that's when that come back.
But
Like, you know what I'm saying?
that
Like,
happen
but
for some people though.
that's what it is. That's like she just mentioned the Miguel situation. That's basically they had 6 months of, oh shit, I miss my bitch, I miss Miguel. And they came on back. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
mean,
it is
people
what-
reconcile all
Yeah,
the time.
all
you know,
day,
I mean,
man.
It just sometimes you don't know what you got till it's gone.
Exactly. And the grass ain't green all, you know, all that shit.
1000%. I
Me too.
agree so much. Like when you're in your relationship, especially when you're like heavy in the group chats and everybody's like, girl, you don't need that shit. It's other niggas out here. Don't forget such and such. What you like? And then you get out here and like, yo, this shit is trash.
Bomb. Get him out of
Who
here.
told me to go out here?
Exactly.
And you go back in the house.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happens.
Yeah,
But in the same token, you know, you're in a scenario where you don't feel like your needs, whatever they may be, are being met. Like, you can't settle even though it's trash out here. But because if it's trash in here too, then that's just going to be a recipe for chaos.
You
Like,
just Oscar the Grouch, trash
what-
everywhere.
are you in that scenario? Do you settle or do you just cut bait and start over?
And that's why I think some people can't be monogamous because of that. Because they're like, ah, it's trash out there, it's trash in here. I just got to play the odds. I just can't settle down with one person. You know what I mean? Or some people,
With that mentality, you're never going to be satisfied because you're not putting enough focus into one thing
right.
and
Roll the
see
dice,
where it
bro.
can go. Like, I think that'd be the problem with a lot of people, man.
that,
Like,
and then also they might have gotten to the point where they don't know if they can honestly put all that into one person again because they might have been fucked over so many ways that like you know.
and then that's where
what I'm
monogamy or not being monogamous might work for a person.
That's what
Because
I'm
you are
saying.
being satisfied by dating several other people. Because you don't have faith
So
in
it's,
that monogamous type
so
of
it's
relationship.
different lifestyles for different folks out here with all that shit, but it's just about you being really true to yourself and what the fuck you want. That's it.
And finding somebody who's willing to have that same energy.
Period.
whatever
Because
it
if-
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because, and honestly, for love and the right person, all that shit, it comes when you chilling and when you ain't worried about that shit. You know what I'm saying? When you least expect it, when you out here looking, I hate the motherfuckers on like the dating apps and shit. I'm looking for my longtime love. I'm looking for this my right now. No, I'm not doing that. Like, listen, bitch, shut up. All right, you're not about to find that shit. All right, you saw the 10 swindler, right? All right, that's what's going on out here. Stop playing that shit. Let the shit flow organically. That's the problem with you bitches. Listen, you know what I'm saying? Let the shit flow
I
organically.
mean, that's
dog.
not to say that there
You know what I'm
aren't
saying?
like men who are like, yeah, I'm looking for
the
my
same
wife.
thing. That's what I'm saying.
And guess what? And guess what? Bring it back. You dickheads too. Shut the fuck up and let it flow organically. Stop putting all that pressure on it. Oh my God, we've been together for a month. You know what we're doing right now? It's our first month. We're together. Like, shut the fuck up, man. I hate y'all niggas, man. Sit down somewhere,
like
man.
balance.
The
I like
fuck,
the
man.
balance.
You know what I'm saying? All right, go ahead, man.
I don't think there's anything wrong with having that kind of goal when you get on one of those dating apps. Maybe it's somebody's last straw.
But you know what the problem is? I feel like when you have this. Wait a minute.
Married as shit, right? Like, that's all you say is married as shit. Like,
I think
Go ahead, man.
They need help.
Stirring the pot, that's what I am here.
you need a new spoon because you just stirring the pot shit.
He only stirs with the finger with the ring on it. You can tell. I mean, because if you go in with that premise, like I'm looking for long term, I'm looking for my future, then like, are you willing to just settle? Like, as soon as you get your hands on somebody, no matter what that is, you know, we're in it for the long term. You sign this contract, so we're just gonna ride out thick and thin. And then a month in it, you're like, nah, this shit don't work. Like,
2 days. Nigga said a month, 2 days in. They ain't make it to the
No, but I think it's important to also have intentions, right? So I think that when dating, you're either one of two things. you're dating to find a new body, meaning somebody new to have sex with, or you're dating to find someone to potentially figure out if you're compatible to move into a relationship, right? So I don't think it's nothing wrong with people who are on the side of, I'm dating to find someone to see if we are compatible.
For sure, absolutely.
Because you'll run into a long line of people who are dating just to find new bodies.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you don't have that standard set up within yourself, you going to be a part of the people saying, oh, this is trash out here, but really you're not treating yourself with value because you know these aren't the type of people you want.
It makes a lot of sense to be relationship minded when you're dating. You know, I've been with my girlfriend less than a year, and I feel like we both came into the relationship with that approach. But like, it's one thing to want a relationship to see where it goes. It's another thing to already be thinking about like cohabitation. You know, like well, let's see what we need to do to figure out getting matching rings and all this other shit like that.
You want to clock,
That's
motherfucker?
right. Like you shouldn't feel like, you know, if I'm not ready to do something in 6 months and you are, then this can't work anymore. Like any ultimatum-based relationship, I think, I guess what I'm saying, is always going to just be doomed to hit a wall because they're going to come to that ultimatum and either you shit or you get off the pot.
On the clock.
And then if you don't and you just call their bluff, you know, what the fuck you do from there?
Yeah.
Be miserable.
Bam.
And be in divorce court 2 fucking months later, if that.
Gone.
Dickhead.
So, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Wasted all that bread. But go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? You know, just stop being dumb. Right?
The moral
Take
of the
your time.
story
If
is,
you don't learn shit today, stop being
stop being dumb. That's it. Stop being dumb.
Man, that's all, man. Take your time with it, baby.
Let me ask you all this, right? It's on topic, off topic, but whatever. It's our show. Talk about what the fuck we're talking about.
Absolutely.
But we're still talking about dating, right? And I thought about this, and I was like, I've never done it, but I don't know. You think it's wrong to ask potential partners to disclose, it's somebody you like, y'all starting to get serious, to disclose family mental health history?
That's the most married shit I've ever heard.
Talk to him.
Doing it.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's real though.
I'm not gonna
Talk to
lie.
him, yo.
I was on your side this whole episode. I'm like, no, he just got, he got some questions. But that is some married shit.
Yeah.
It's important.
Talk to him,
It's
Stormy.
real.
I don't-
Because it is married shit because you marry into that.
There's an old
I agree.
adage. Apples don't fall far from the tree.
Scott, it doesn't what you were saying. It's like you on your way driving to dinner, like, yeah. So I heard your cousin crazy as a motherfucker. Can you elaborate on that shit?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You got
It's in your blood, yo. It's in your blood.
I think that's an unjust question in our community because 9 times out
Yeah.
of 10 we don't really get diagnosed or treated for shit anyway.
Period. And we
So,
definitely do got shit
I can
going
say,
on.
no, it's nothing. We don't have none of that going on. The whole time, I got 3 bipolar cousins. I got a schizophrenic aunt.
Well, see,
like,
lying about the truth is different than actually disclose. If you know your cousin's bipolar,
I just know they crazy. They never
Well,
been
hold on,
tested.
hold on, real quick. Stop. Like, I'm just being honest with you. I don't owe you that fucking answer. I don't owe you no fucking
yo, you don't
fuck you. Like,
you know what?
You asking me some personal shit.
You don't have
You get what I'm saying? Like,
You don't have to.
How dare you? Like, you like that's overstepping.
But no. But I just be like, yo, if you don't want to answer that, that's cool. But I can't really date somebody.
And cool, get the fuck out my spot and my crib and my car and everything with that extra shit. What the fuck is wrong with you, dog?
So obviously you think it's wrong to ask.
Absolutely.
Go 2 generations.
When the fuck is you
I
asking
don't
somebody
want to be
that?
intrusive. Just your grandmother.
When the fuck? That's something that's gonna be revealed to you over time if you fucking with
But
that
if you're
person.
going to get serious with somebody and maybe
You
plan to have
cannot
children,
ask somebody-
You might want to know their family.
No, seriously, here's the bar. If they say, I'm crazy, he, believe them.
And that's it.
Whatever, we see what happens. And then your fucking apartment is burnt the fuck up because I told you I was, damn, you did say crazy.
But I mean, it's real. Like she was saying, mental health is a big undiagnosed issue in our community, right? But I don't think it's anything wrong with asking somebody that.
You know what?
Because you're entitled to your happiness and being safe, and I've put up with a bunch of craziness. If you don't want to, it's your life. So I don't think there's anything wrong with you asking somebody that. Hopefully, they will be honest in disclosing that information. Like seriously, if your mom is bipolar, your dad's bipolar, schizophrenic, or something like that, or maybe even a history of other types of.
How do you ask that question?
I mean, you just
I got a good answer. This is when you ask it, right? Once you decide you want to start going raw dog Jamal, I feel like you ask, when's the last time you been tested? How many crazy bitches you got in your family? And you just slide them in all in the same second.
That's a good.
I think that could be a
good
move.
segue.
If that's important to you.
I fuck with you. I fuck with you.
Okay, so now you do
If
agree
that's
that you get
important
No,
to you, slide it in there.
because that's what the point of the lady being here for. So she slid that.
I'm a little more abrasive. I'm sorry.
That shit you talking
Like,
is working.
she's doing this.
That shit you talking ain't working.
You finessing.
Because shit, as being the lady, she's finessing the ooze and giving me the question. So I'm like,
that
oh,
works.
damn, you know what,
Right
Uncle
before you do
Charles,
some hard
a little
fighting.
crazy.
Right for the
But
hard
what's up?
fight.
I need
That's
that.
the
You know what
question.
I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna let you know. That's different. Talk on it. It's cool. Appreciate it.
Ask why I choke her. How many crazy bitches?
That's not gonna work if she like that shit, because she gonna purposely not answer. That's not what she say it again. It's not gonna work.
Most of the ones I love do.
See, I knew it. She be like 2 crazy bitches. He's like, okay, that's cool. Damn.
Little snaps on it, be all right.
It's real though. It's
Her
real.
answer is great because you feel like if you get to that point in a relationship,
Something was
regardless if you
crazy.
get the crazy history question, you should have at least had conversations about your family. You know what's going on. What do you do outside of the time when you and I are together? Which a lot of people hang out with their family, and that would segue into I'm dealing with my crazy mom or my crazy dad, and they'll elaborate from there. And from there you could ask follow-up questions to determine the level of crazy or non-crazy, and kind of go from there. But I think just to blankly ask, so about that mental health thing, it just seems a bit intrusive. You can finesse it.
She broke it down.
Gave me the keys.
But my point was, is it a question that you will ask, no matter how you ask it or when you ask it?
Fuck no, that's a
long as it's
Mustafa
that
question.
you
No,
gonna ask.
I know. I'm
You
not
said
asking
you
that.
wishy-washy. You just said you would. Before the hard pipe, you might ask that
The
question.
woman can
But now
kick
you're
that
talking
shit to me. Like, listen, I got the hard pipe, but she got to the best thing ever. So if she kicked that to me, I'm proud to answer that shit. But I'm not asking her that shit when I'm about to give it a word. Like, yeah, so your cousin crazy and shit. Like, no.
But she said that's acceptable. She said it's
I'm a pipe her the
acceptable.
fuck down. Like,
She
you know
said
what I'm
it's
saying? Like,
acceptable.
I ain't got time to be asking all that shit. Like, I'm not even
I know she
worried at
doesn't
that point.
speak for all
It's
women,
go
but
time.
she said
It's go
I
time.
don't think it's a normal question. I think that people barely ask when's the last time you've been tested. So I think they're definitely not going to ask.
you have a problem with that. People asking.
I do, because I'm very upfront. Even before we even have sex without a condom, I need to know, like, yo, when the last time you've been tested?
So
Like,
we need to
that's
start asking the tough questions.
Yeah. And I feel like technically, if I'm giving you my pussy, I can ask you whatever I want to ask you.
For sure.
I feel like it don't matter if I'm asking, yo, you wipe from front to back. Like, I can ask you whatever. You got a 401k, you got an IRA. Like, I can ask you whatever I want to ask you.
Oh shit, you got a pension. Oh shit, yeah. No condoms, no.
Hell yeah. I'm good though.
How many crazy aunts
No, I
you got?
respect that, definitely.
Absolutely. Retiring comfortably.
No, you answer them questions, man. You don't get with her. You don't answer. Oh yeah, no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I just got something set up.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm gonna go talk to the lady tomorrow.
So I guess my question would be is, I always got something. In this grown life that we're living, I know it's an individual type question, but fuck it, I just gotta be real from the streets and what we've been through in the world.
Always from the streets.
Always from the
Always from the streets. From the gutter, from the bottom, from the curb.
I speak for the people that you don't know of because you inside. All right? I'm outside, all right? You dig? You dig, huh? We outside.
Keep your marijuana
You know what
in the
I'm
house.
saying? Exactly. That's why. Let's talk about it. But anyway.
Keep your mouth shut right
You
now.
know what I'm saying? How long, I want to say over 35, talking dating stage should it be till you get to the yams? What's
He checked his watch.
you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, like to the
7
yams.
minutes, 17.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how long is that duration? Because please don't tell me the Steve Harvey rule from 10, 15 years ago or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm
It
just
could
trying
be
to...
like,
What's the kind of blanket
the
answer,
time
man?
thing, the number of date things, like, but don't let me lead the
But we know it
way.
depends on how romantic you are, whether or not you asked if her mom was crazy. So there's several other things involved in this
Hey,
here.
stop. I appreciate that. we got a lady on the show. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let the lady ask, because I just asked about the yams, and she actually happens to.
I got some yams.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Candy. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Shout it out to the yams. Salute to the yams. You know what I'm saying? All day long. We love y'all. Anyway, go ahead.
You know what's crazy? I'm not over 35 yet, but even when Steve Harvey came out with that whole 90-day rule, like, I can tell he grew up with black and white TV, because that shit is so outdated. Like, nobody is doing that. I won't say nobody, but a majority of the women you're going to come across isn't doing that. 9 times out of 10, it's going to depend on where that woman is in her life and how you make her feel.
Gotcha.
Like, I know people who have had sex on the first date and are married and have been happily married for years. I know people who have waited a month or two and they're happy. So I think that it's whenever my pussy ready. It's whenever you get it wet enough, I'll be like, yo, this is for you.
Preach.
You can have that. I don't think we need to have a timeline on things, because everybody ain't the same. Like, when I want to give TC the pussy may not be when I want to give Sleeves the pussy, or, you know, X, Y, and Z. So I think it all depends on what standards you have emotionally and what you got set up for your pussy.
On that note, I like to say, please stop being stingy with your pussy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, gentlemen. Anything on that? You know what I'm saying?
I got one more question.
Hold on. She got a question. You say stop being stingy with the pussy, but if she's saying that you're not doing what's necessary to earn it, then why should she give it to you,
know what I'm saying?
at a faster rate than you deserve?
But hold up, you just gave that equation. What if you are doing that and you're still being
it's the first
stingy
date.
with the pussy? See, come out of
Maybe you gotta meet her
I think
requirements.
that if you're being romantic and you're showing interest in you, in her, I think that you got to be realistic with yourself and understand that when women meet you, they know they're gonna fuck you or not.
That's true.
So if you're doing all the right things and she's still not putting out, she 9 times out of 10 about to put you in the friend zone and keep you around as a seat filler until she find the next nigga who she really want to get a pussy.
You mean there's really
Speak
no
on it.
chance?
That's why you need them info and that insight from the storm.
Look,
Thank you, sister.
Are you really saying?
You know
Are you
what I'm
really
saying?
saying
Appreciate
that
you.
there's really no chance you can meet a dude and not be sexually attracted to him or interested, and then later on develop that kind of attraction or interest in him? That never happens.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if we're now like a month in and she still hasn't given it to you, you still got some work to do. She's not there yet. Like, she's just not into you in that way.
What if a bitch tell you she's scared of you?
9 times out of 10, maybe she's not
I like
sexually
the
advanced.
intensity in your eyes. What's going on?
Yeah,
I like how you scooted up
I
your
wonder why
body
that
language.
bitch said that.
Your body
Why that bitch say that?
You heard that shit at like 6 o'clock at night.
What she said, she's scared of.
Why she say that shit to me?
Why she say she's scared of me? Why she be scared of me?
Stop playing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
My aunt ain't crazy. None of my aunt's crazy.
It's just me.
It's just me. Maybe they is. I'm diagnosed in the black community. That's all, baby.
No, I think maybe she could not be sexually advanced, and maybe you give off a strong sexual energy. And maybe she's like, you know, I don't know if I'm ready for that. Like,
Odeon ass nigga over there.
listen, she could be a fucking the dark under the covers bitch, and you don't give out that energy. So maybe that's why she's saying she ain't ready for it. It's a real thing.
Fair enough. I'll take that.
Can you uncross your legs, bro?
I had to switch the body language y'all had. We don't want you to be scared of him.
I had to go semi. You know what I'm saying? Real quick.
Stop being Rick James to these
I
motherfuckers.
had intense and shit. It's like vibrating a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? Let me tie you up. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
I got one more question I want to ask. It's a little, you know, still out there, and it's just for everybody. And it's Valentine's Day, so I want to bring it up. Because this has been a very good Valentine's Day show, but we've been talking about love and romance and what it takes to get love and romance and dating and all that other stuff and being monogamous and non-monogamous. And dick sucks.
Absolutely. On cue.
I know, right? We know what's on your mind, Tom.
Go ahead, say it, Storm. Say it, Storm.
Shut up, TC.
Yeah, shut up, TC.
That's nice.
So it's for everybody. Which is worse? Vaginal cheating or oral cheating? Or is it penal cheating? You know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Which do you think would be worse?
It's all bad.
It's all bad.
I think which one makes you angry?
It's all fucked up, but
I think the worst, at least in my mind, the worst case scenario would be like if they said, I only sucked his dick. Like,
Only?
that's like, it's okay because I didn't give up the pussy, so we're fine. Yeah.
The hole is still
let's
sacred.
Just go back to
Like, she telling you this ain't no big deal.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. Like, or vice versa. I only
She's like,
fucked him.
come here, baby.
Not
I was
like
just
I
sucking
sucked
dick.
his dick. No. I think the minimization of either to justify the action
Makes me
to me
angrier.
would be
it's fucked up hearing that from your boo.
You know, please
Either, go
tell me
ahead.
if I'm tripping or what.
I think that for me personally, if you ate her pussy, I'm gonna be more upset because I like for my guy to spit in my mouth.
You be tasting her.
Speak on that shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
So when you tell me, I gotta ask her, yo, you ate her pussy? Like, what happened? Tell me what happened. And he'll be like, yeah, just a little bit. Oh, man. Oh, my God.
What if he just said, no, I only fucked her, I'm serious, I swear, that's all that happened.
If he says, no, I only fucked her, I'm serious, I'm like, okay, do you want to continue this relationship? Yes. Okay. I get to fuck one of your friends.
Damn, one of his friends.
One of your
Damn.
friends. One of your
That's
friends.
all. We're not completing this relationship.
I get to. No.
Yeah, that's I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Maybe not one of your friends, but
You want one of his friends. That's what you want. You ain't gonna be
I probably
satisfied
do.
unless it's
I
one of
probably
his
been looking.
friends.
But I feel like
You will hold it over his head forever until you get to fuck one of his friends.
But I think this could be a good solution for cheating. Because if you want me to take you back, right? 9 times out of 10, you're going to be acting hyper vigilant because you know that you cheated on me and I should cheat on you.
Right.
So I think in order to just get this out the way, let me get a hall pass. Let me go fuck somebody and we come back and start on a clean slate. Now we're at 1-1. Now
See, see, on that type of time, listen, as long as ain't no homies, you know what I'm saying?
Because you gotta figure out this point that I cut
To the
loose.
second part, to the second
That's what
part.
I really need.
To the second part.
I need you to get, you want to do,
You fuck the stranger, do you still fuck a friend?
you ain't fucking
Yeah,
with me.
I feel like for podcast purposes, we can say a friend, but in all actuality, maybe I really can get to fuck someone.
Okay.
Like, let's just give me a hall pass and let me have like a free time to do this shit. Think about if we coming back in and now we're both on 1-on-1. Maybe after this we go to some therapy. We talk about what caused you to cheat. Like we can
What kind
start
of
off
time
on a clean
constraints do
slate.
you wonder? How much time do you get to do this? See, but you can't be rushed. You know what I mean? But it's like,
But that's why you gotta be in it. Like
because you be out there for like 6 months. Like, has she fucked somebody yet?
that's why.
Dangerous game.
Stop.
That's how I feel. She's a female.
Stop. You can do me a favor and fuck my girlfriend. Like, if that's what happens, do I get to initiate it because you tell me who you want?
No, I think that
Well, damn, dog, what day? I mean, that's
I gotta get this.
before you even get to that point, you gotta milk them for all the information. You're like, well, how many times you fuck her? How many times you fuck her? What y'all do? Where y'all do it at?
Yeah.
Like, but you gotta be heartbroken. Like, oh, I just want all this information. Then afterwards, be like, cool. You want to be in a relationship still? Yeah, I love you. Cool. This is what I'm gonna need to do so that we both can be equal and we're done. And then afterwards, we go seek therapy or you work on yourself, whatever the case may be, and then we're good.
So the interesting part about what you said is you're asking, at least to me, like this wouldn't, or maybe it would depend on the scenario, I guess. Like there wouldn't be something where you'd be like, okay, you fucked, we're done. You're asking the man if they still want to continue. Like
Yeah.
there has to be scenarios where you would be like, fuck what you did, I don't ever want to see you again.
You know what's crazy? I love love, and I really love black love. And I think everybody deserves one. I think everybody deserves one, especially if, to my knowledge, you've been treating me the way I want to be treated.
Right.
I don't mind giving somebody one. Just one.
Yeah.
After that, I'm fucking burning the house down, bleaching all the clothes, whatever the case may be. But you will get one. Out of the kindness of my heart, I will give you one. And that's it.
Birthday is when again?
June 15th.
Oh, Gemini. Yes, indeed. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Hell no.
Oh, we changed this from second to second. Hey, you got your mail counterpart over there. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
wrong with Gemini?
You know what I'm saying? You crazy motherfucker.
June 7th.
You know?
Woo! Okay, baby. Yes.
Crazy controlling motherfuckers.
Okay.
Get your asses out of here, man. I love y'all. Sorry with me, man.
It's just crazy. I couldn't do either one. Personally, like they're both terrible to me, but I do know I just sucked his dick. It's like, Yeah, because how do you kiss her again? Like,
Right.
yeah,
But
like,
like,
I mean, come on, stop. Let's be real here. No disrespect. Before you met your chick, she was sucking somebody else's dick, so you're gonna get over it.
The crazy part is the first day you met her, she already had a dick in her.
Yeah, exactly. Like, stop it. Like, stop letting that shit go.
Until y'all became.
How could you say that about my precious woman? My mom is crazy. My mom is crazy.
And until y'all became in a relationship, she could have still been out here fucking other people, sucking other dicks. So it's like,
but it's different once she commits to yours. And y'all been together for a minute. It's kind of like, y'all know, I guess your dick washes all other dicks out. You know what I'm saying? So
No.
it does. It does.
doesn't.
If it didn't, then you wouldn't be in a relationship because you'd be always thinking about that shit.
No, you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't. That's
wouldn't
right.
worry about that
You
shit.
wouldn't.
It's not. It's
I
life,
feel
dog.
I
It's
feel
life.
like-
It's not. You're not gonna be worried about. That's not even something I'm fucking even concerned about.
No, don't lie. You can't say that. When you get in a relationship with somebody, you know they have a past. And you guys come together and you start a new beginning. Y'all have y'all relationship, right? That's what y'all do,
Exactly.
right? But you don't sit there and think about, you know what, just a week ago, she had a dick in her mouth. 2 weeks ago, she had a dick in her mouth. A year ago, she had a dick in her mouth. 10 years ago, you had a dick in your mouth. No, you don't think like that.
At all.
But now, if she steps outside of the bond, the relationship, the union that you two make, the agreement that y'all have to just be with each other, and then puts a dick in her mouth, or let somebody else have sex with her, then you're gonna be looking at her a little bit differently.
You know what's
It's
even worse
different.
than that?
And then you might be thinking every day after that, she had a dick in her mouth a day ago. She had a dick in her mouth.
I once again stop. Once again
You know what?
stop. I'm sorry. Stop. No.
Crazy.
No.
And what's even worse than that
I
is
don't,
you find out she cheated, and then she come back with a new trick. Then you're really going to think about.
Yeah,
oh
this
shit!
nigga
I
told us
fucked her
this and
mouth. Oh,
shit.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
he
it.
told us
That's
something.
it. That's the real hurt. That's the real hurt. That's the real hurt.
Does she suck you?
Real hurt or
Fuck
is
you.
it a benefit?
Make you feel like a
That's how I feel.
Wait, stop.
Which one is it?
Who taught you that? Who taught you this shit?
Stop. As I stated,
I mean, listen.
from my perspective, I stated this a couple of shows ago, dog.
Tricks and shit.
When it comes to how I feel about the woman, I mean, as I said, it's a difference if you're living with that woman and you're married with her. Then I get that territorial bound that you speak of. But if I'm just still dating her and she's in her own place and I'm in my own place,
But if you're in a committed relationship,
I'm saying it's not that it's different.
hey, that's fine. That's how you feel.
Like she
I
was-
don't.
she did something.
I'm not asking you to judgment. I'm asking yes or no.
No, like committed relationship, yes, I still feel committed, but she's still a fucking woman. And I'm sorry, at the end of the day, women are the most sneakiest motherfuckers around. So if they want some other dick, they gonna get that other dick, man.
So
I don't
if you
put that
are
past them.
if you are cohabitating, you would be under the assumption that they would be doing that shit on their own.
Yeah, man.
If there's no keyword, nobody's saying the keyword. Trust. Nobody's saying this shit.
Speak on it.
Trust. You gotta have the trust. You gotta have the communication and you gotta have the trust. You do the communication part, you build the trust, and then you can do whatever you want. It's simple. 14 years, man.
You ain't have to shit on us like that. You ain't have to shit on us like that. Dropping gems and shit.
Hold on, man. But how do you respond after 10 years and one person steps outside the relationship and the trust is broken?
You punch a hole in the wall. That's what you do.
How do you regain the trust again after that has happened?
Because you can forgive, dog, and you done been in this that
But do you
long.
trust the same?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, that trust takes work, and if you take trust away, you can get it back, but you got to work hard for it. You really, really do. You gotta be transparent as fuck. You gotta communicate. You gotta have all the therapy. You gotta do all that.
Can I ask y'all a question? So say your woman or your lady friend comes to you and tell you that she cheated on you, or you find out she cheated on you. I feel like, from a woman's perspective, so I may be wrong, men don't ever say why. I feel like women will say like, why did you do this? What made you do that? Why don't men want to know, hey, what made you feel like I wasn't enough?
Pride.
Yeah. Ego. Yeah. It's a lot of that.
I would say maybe that's. I
some
hear
of
that.
it.
But I think there are some men who might ask that, depending on what kind of relationship you're in. If it's been like a long time, or say it's like your wife or your girlfriend of 10 years, 15 years, whatever.
What happened?
You'll get angry at first, no doubt. You won't be flipping shit over and doing all
But then
kinds
it's
of
just
wild
like,
shit.
yo, why? Like,
It comes out of that. Exactly. That's exactly what you do. You find something with during my life, you're like, yo,
we've been doing this shit like steady, like,
yo, like what?
we've been gravy all this time. Like, I mean, where did I fuck up at? Like,
Flowers,
you know what I'm saying?
you know, and ask
I thought I gave you the pipe the last time. You were saying you was feeling that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
like what
But,
happened? What I do? Like,
Yeah, I probably wouldn't leave with anger, which is, I guess, clearly different from your approach. I kind of to your point, maybe I would definitely. My first question would be, do you want to continue with me?
Yeah.
Like if I'm at a point where I'm willing to forgive it, like I would just need to know, like.
and you're at
like,
that
you
point
want-
as soon as she tells you that, like right away, you're at that point.
Well, I mean, like I need to get answers to these questions. Like I'm not willing to forgive. You're like, well, I'm gonna fuck Marvin again Thursday. And you need to do what we need to do, but I need to know, like,
damn, my homie Marvin.
is you fucking Marvin going to continue to happen, or are you willing to discontinue fucking Marvin if I don't like it and try to rebuild from here? But,
Yeah.
I guess depending on what type of sincerity you feel on that answer dictates my next move. But people are going to do what the fuck people going to do. I can't be mad at somebody fucking somebody else. Like I don't own anybody. You're going to do what you're going to do as an adult, and we can discuss it from there. I'll be disappointed. I would feel like then it'd be a hard sell to want to rebuild. Like you would need to be at a point in your relationship where you're like, well, I still want to continue with you despite what you did to hurt me. And I guess vice versa. So that was a long-winded answer, but yeah, I wouldn't immediately start flipping shit over. I would ask those necessary questions.
Yeah. And that's just being a little bit older and wiser with the shit now, because I mean, we done been there, man, several times over. So it's like, yo, what's good? I thought we was gravy. Dang. You know what I'm saying? What did I do?
Guess not.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn, I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, that's real,
Happy
man.
Valentine's Day, baby.
Oh my God. It's not on Valentine's Day.
This has been a pleasure. We got the V-Day Recap 2022 edition with the lovely Stormy P. And ladies, we got finally a righteous lady's opinion, you know what I'm saying? And fellas, you ain't just, you know what I'm saying? We got a righteous lady in the building, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, it's been a pleasure. It's the Bulls always, man. Podcast that is. We everywhere, man. Shout out to our man in the back, BJ, man. Duke the Barber, you know what I'm saying? One of the illest locations in podcasters. Don't get it fucked up. And shout for us on everything, man. What's that? Instagram, YouTube. We need subscribers, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe, cop up, all that Gucci stuff, you know what I'm saying? Ladies, Jules, now look at that crop top. She is wearing that authentically well. Absolutely. Might I say that? Let me clap up to that myself. And with that, before I end it out, I'm gonna let Storm go ahead because she got some things going on. You know what I'm saying?
I sure do. Hey y'all. So if you was listening to this, like, oh my God, I like her. I want to hear more of her. You know
Exactly. What do
what
you mean if? Because they were listening, they like her so much. Speak on it.
Come on, black man. That's what I need.
Absolutely.
If you want to hear more from me, check me out on all streaming platforms at Chocolate Chip and Sip Podcast, at Chocolate Chip and Sip, period, right? But if you want to see me in person and you're in the Philadelphia area, come on out May 20th to Clementine's Urban Bistro. We're having a Chocolate Chip and Sip live show, okay?
Nice.
Yes. You can
Be
get your
in the
tickets
building.
at eventbrite.com right now.
Where's that at again?
Clementine's Urban Bistro, May 20th. I want to see you there.
We gonna be there. Man.
It's gonna be really great. I'm really excited about it, and yeah, check us out on all streaming platforms, Chocolate Chip and Sip. Follow us on the gram at Chocolate Chip and Sip, or follow me at Stormy P, PEA. And yeah, I'm so happy to be here, and thank you guys so much.
Appreciate you, man. On the wrap up, man, let me tell you one time. It's the hustler, man. You understand? 24/7. This shit don't stop. It never will. Finally, the bucket came off, man. I ain't take the frames off the whole time. I ain't need to this show. I was chill enough. my good brother over here, the light-skinned brother like no other. You know what I'm saying? Stav Sharif in the building, man. You know, I had to, man. The Stiz in the building, man. AKA Brother Byron. You see the good brother over there. He always in the barber's chair, chilling the bow tie, AKA Scott.
We everywhere!
Absolutely. You feel that energy, and we are. And check for us on the next go-around, man. It's the boys, man. We love y'all, and we're going to keep doing it. One time, the Horseman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can I touch your hair?
Yes, go right ahead. That joint
that's
kind of-
nice. That's real
exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's a little glow to it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. I ain't gonna fuck around on the funky shit. I ain't gonna fuck around on the funky shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't come around on the funky shit. You know what I mean?